stop trying to control everything. I know you think that if you control everything and you do everything perfectly and you say the right thing and you do the right thing, everything just lines up the way that you have it envisioned, life will finally work and life will finally go your way, and you have to have control of everything because that's the only way that you feel that things are going to be okay. Well, guess what? That's the reason that things don't go the way you want them to. And that's the reason that you keep fucking everything up. I know you're probably thinking like, no, Israel, but trust me, like if things just went the way I envisioned them in my head, if things just went the way that I had planned, if people would just do what I say, then it would work. I want you to realize that you constantly trying to control everything and not being able to let go is causing you so much burden, so much resistance. It probably feels like you're going in an uphill battle. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you force yourself, nothing ever flows for you. As humans, we always try to control everything. And then in reality, we end up messing up the natural flow of life and the natural flow of how we're supposed to just act and live and be present. We're not supposed to be tense and hard and rough all the time. Today, I'm going to explain to you why your inability to let go of things is actually messing up your results. So whatever goal you want, whether it is to, start making more money, maybe talk to more girls or more guys, maybe get into a relationship. You're just trying to get through life. You're just trying to get through your day and everything just keeps going wrong. I'm going to make sure that you are able to actually navigate life in the best way possible to the point where you actually let go of all this shit that does not matter. Super weird and it makes no sense, but by letting go, you're actually going to end up receiving a lot more. So I completely get why you want to hold on to everything. Nowadays in social media, there's a lot of promotion of just always hustling and working, and you have to take life into your own hands, which is very true to an extent. But the thing you have to realize is that you can only control yourself. And even then, most people struggle to control themselves. Their mind tells them, I want to eat this, I want to go here, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. So think about how truly little you have of control over in your life. You can't really control your health to most extents. I mean, you can control it in terms of I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to try my best to be proactive and stay healthy. But you can always get like a tumor, cancer, whatever, right? Always get hit by a car, a bunch of insane scenarios. But those are the worst case scenarios. But just to give you an example, there's so much that you have no control over. So worrying about this and focusing on this, in the end, why do we worry so much about trying to control everything when the few little things that we do have control over, we don't even take advantage of that? So just get that into your head. Be like, okay, I have no control over most things. This illusion I give myself that I have control over the things around me is an illusion. It's not real. I don't actually have that control over them. I have control over very few things, and I'm going to focus on improving and controlling the things that I can control, such as what you do, what you think, what you feel, the actions that you take. Focus on that. Stop focusing so much on the things that you can't and focus on what you can. Just by doing that, you're going to improve so much more in terms of trying to control everything, right? Control yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop worrying about dumb stuff. It also is counterintuitive because let me give you an example. When you want something and you can't let go, you hold on to it, whether it be a promotion, a job, a certain lifestyle you want, maybe a girl that you like, you are basically putting it on a pedestal. And what you're telling your mind is that this thing is very precious and I don't have it and I can't have it. And you're making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Have you ever noticed that when some people, we're going to talk in terms of like a job, you want a career, maybe some of the higher ups of your company walk into the room because you've put so much importance on them, on the job, on something material. But us as humans, we put so much importance on that. So the executives walk in, you know what I mean? In reality, they're just another human like me and you. Nothing inherently different. We're all humans. We're all should be the same. But we put them on a pedestal. And because we put them on a pedestal, now there's all this unnecessary tension that your mind perceives. There's so much tension. You create a lot of space between you and them. You put them on a pedestal. Now, because you couldn't let go of that desire of wanting that promotion or wanting to look good in front of the important people, now you're acting weird. You're acting a little anxious, a little nervous, and this stuff radiates. I don't know if you've noticed, but you can kind of tell when people are awkward or feel weird or they're just different than how they usually are. And whether it be like maybe a girl that they like comes around, someone important that they think is important, or someone they're trying to impress, people can smell this. And they can't, obviously, they can't physically smell it, but you can sense it. And you can see it in a spiritual way. Like people can sense the energies or frequencies or vibes. But in reality, it really has to do with just psychology and the way that we've kind of adapted over time. Our brain basically picks up these very small cues that you might do differently when they're around. So you can't fake this stuff. You can't really fake it. You put all this importance. Now what should have been a simple talk with the executives of your company, something simple. Maybe they would have liked you. You would have cracked jokes like normal. They would have really liked you. And who knows, maybe they would have gotten you the promotion. Now you're trying so hard to impress them and act super professional, and you come off so like corporate, and they're probably tired of that. Just hearing that all the time. Just corporate. Everybody's just pretty much trying to impress them all the time. Now, because of all this, they just, blended you in the crowd. Where maybe if you had just been yourself, obviously kept it respectful and still professional, but been a little bit more of how you normally would be, they would have really liked you and you could have built a true connection. And you can apply this to anything in life along those lines. Like when you put too much importance into something, usually you end up messing it up. And it's the same thing, right? I train jiu-jitsu and I train, MMA. I'll be doing a certain move and I'm doing it fine, right? I'm doing it perfectly fine because I still struggle with this, Basically, I'll be rolling, doing the roll well, doing the move well. And then all of a sudden, I see that the teacher comes next to me and I start messing up. Did anything change? No, I was just doing the move perfectly a little bit ago. But my inability to let go now causes me to perform the actual technique or the move, and it makes me fuck up pretty much. It makes me mess up the move. But if I didn't have that, if I just could let go and stop holding that importance shouldn't really truly be there, then I would be literally just doing it well. And this is something that we practice and we build over time, and I'm going to explain to you how to get rid of that. Now that you understand how this over importance of things and the inability to let go of your desires and these material things that technically we should not care about, humans, so obviously we do, right? How do we fix this? How are we going to take care of this so that this stuff doesn't happen? We actually end up getting what we want, right? Because we still want these things. You have to learn to be good with things and good without them, right? To be perfectly fine with, if it goes your way, awesome. If it doesn't go your way, awesome. That's perfectly fine. This mindset, right? And it's something that I use and it always brings me back to where I need to be. So just think about that, right? You have everything that you need. If you're healthy, if you're breathing well, if you have food, you're not in danger, in physical danger, you're perfectly fine. You're living and you're doing better than a whole lot of people that wish they could be healthy, not physically in danger, and good mental health, even better. Think about that. Am I in danger? Am I starving? Am I about to die? No? Okay, perfect. Then it's fine. It's cool. Anything else is a bonus, but I don't need it. It's a bonus. I'd love if I could have that Ferrari. I'd love if I could have that job promotion. I'd love if I go on a date with that girl I like. But if not, it's perfectly fine. And once you start practicing this and bring yourself back to reality and think about how truly blessed we are, it's not going to seem as important anymore. And everything's going to be fine. There's always workarounds. The other thing that's going to help you very well with letting go is being present. So when you're present, the only thing that exists is here and now, not the past, not the future. So you're only focused on right now, which ties in with what I just told you. If you're safe, if you're healthy, awesome. All that matters is right now. I know it sounds counterintuitive because you are thinking, wait, but no, Israel, you don't get it. The reason I think about the future and the reason I think about the past is because I have to analyze things so they go perfectly well. If I don't overanalyze things, things are going to go bad in my life. That's actually not true. I know that's what I thought too. Actually counterintuitive. When you over prepare for the future, now I'm not saying never plan the future out, but I'm saying when you over prepare for the future and think way too much on things that don't matter, you actually end up messing up so much more things because you end up being super robotic and you're always over analyzing everything. You honestly end up making the dumbest and worst choices when you're in this state of just reacting. You're not living, you're just reacting. You're living life out of reactions. So you're over analyzing everything. Coffee shop trying to buy a coffee and you're over analyzing what the guy's about to do and what you're about to say right after. And nothing flows because you're not present. So how do you fix this? Number one, just stop being so much on social media. Meditate, which I'm going to make a video on just meditation itself for you guys. That way you go ahead and try it yourself. But basically, stay off social media, focus on the moment, and just remind yourself those two things. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm alive, I'm not in danger. Be present. By removing social media, you're no longer going to be thinking about stupid things all the time. You're not going to have a bunch of fear-mongering clips all the time, just making your brain is just not going to know how to react to all these fear-mongering clips that you see when you scroll down on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts. By being present, you're focusing on this moment. You're not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past. Only now is real. You are safe and sound, so you can check off all these boxes. And by being present, the most awesome thing is you've let go now. You've let go, you're content in the moment. And by being content in the moment, you're actually going to get the best results. And it's easier to get into the quote unquote zone. And what the zone is a lot of times is you're just hyper focused on right now. And you're not worried about the stupid things. So now you've let go and you'll actually get better results. So just give it a shot and really try it out. So you're not going to be super good when you first start off, but you start building it off, and over time, you're going to see a huge difference. Someone that's cool with it and cool without it, and you're not going to be, clinging on to, oh no, what's going to happen if I don't do this perfectly or say this? You're going to be chill, you're going to be relaxed, and you're going to see huge results.